Attention passionate Detroit, Lions fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Detroit Lions' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Detroit Lions fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Detroit Lions fans. Let's get to the news now. Let me tell you, the NFL is always buzzing with rumors and whispers, and right now, the latest speculation has Detroit Lions fans buzzing more than ever. Rumors are swirling that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are considering a blockbuster move that could reshape the landscape of the NFC North, and honestly, the entire NFC. It's about Vita Vea, the massive, game-changing defensive tackle for the Bucs, potentially heading north to Detroit. And if this move goes down, it could be one of the most impactful trades in recent Lions history, setting us up for a real shot at dominance for years to come. So let's unpack this carefully. Vea, a beast inside, the kind of player who transforms a run defense just by being on the field, is reportedly on the market. The Bucs, sitting at 4-7 with a struggling defense that's allowing an average of 27. 6 points per game, are in a rebuild mode. Their salary cap space is tight, about $13 million free, and they're in need of some major upgrades on the offensive line and in the secondary, especially with players like Godwin pending free agency and other needs emerging. The rumors suggest they might be willing to part ways with Vea, especially if they can land a first-round pick in the 2026 draft from Detroit, a franchise that's been aggressive in building through the draft and making bold moves to stay competitive. What's really interesting here is the potential fit. Detroit, already boasting a strong front seven, could see Vea as the final piece, elevating our interior defensive line to a whole new level. Vea, drafted in 2018, has been a dominant force inside for the Bucs, and his stats back that up. Over his career, he's accumulated 280 solo tackles, 150 assists, and 28 sacks, along with over 300 pressures. His PFF grade has hovered around 88. 2, which is elite for a defensive tackle, and he commands double-team attention on almost every snap, freeing up other defenders to make plays. His run defense grade in particular is outstanding, 89. 5, making him a true Leviathan against the run, a player who can stuff the middle and disrupt the backfield. In 2024, Vea has been just as impactful, with 5.5 sacks, 35 sacks yards, and a PFF grade of 87. 5, he's also been effective against the run, with a run-stop percentage of around 38%, and he's avoided major injuries, which is always a concern when trading for a player of his size and style. His presence would instantly boost the Lions' run defense, which has been solid but could always use more disruption. Imagine him paired with Isaiah McNeil. Talk about a formidable duo. Vea's ability to command double teams and collapse the pocket would free up McNeil and the rest of our front to make more plays, especially on third down. And that's exactly what we need to improve, turning third and long situations into quick stops and forcing turnovers. The potential impact on our offense is equally significant. With Vea anchoring the middle, our defensive efficiency could skyrocket. Some projections suggest a jump of around 18 sacks from the interior alone, pushing our total sacks from around 12 to a staggering 30. That would put pressure on opposing quarterbacks nonstop, making life miserable for teams like the Packers or Vikings. Our points allowed could decrease from around 21. 5 per game to closer to 17, and our third down conversion rate could climb from 39% to over 54%. That's the kind of boost that can carry us deep into the playoffs, especially when paired with a talented offense led by Jared Goff, who's been improving his deep ball accuracy and decision-making. Goff, already having a solid season, could see a 15% increase in deep completions, moving from 45% to about 60%. That's a game changer, opening up more explosive plays and stretching defenses vertically. The addition of Vea inside would also help us control the clock better, keep our defense fresh, and minimize the big plays that have hurt us at times this season. And let's not forget, this move could elevate our overall PFF defense rating from around 86. 5 to over 92, making us one of the toughest defenses in the league. Now, looking at the bigger picture, some experts like Adam Schefter have mentioned that the Bucs are focused on rebuilding their offensive line and secondary, which makes sense considering their struggles. Vea's departure would be a strategic move for Tampa Bay. They could use the draft capital and cap space to bring in younger players, especially on the edge and in the secondary, to support their rebuild. They're also trying to manage their cap, with about $13 million in space, but pending free agents like Chris Godwin complicate their plans. They might see trading V as a way to accelerate their rebuild and retool their defense with younger, cheaper talent. From the Lions' perspective, adding V is a game changer. His ability to dominate from the interior can lead to a true trench dynasty, a term we've been hearing more and more about in Detroit lately. Imagine pairing him with our existing front seven, creating a wall that opponents can't break through. He would serve as the centerpiece of our defensive line for years to come, elevating our entire defense's performance and allowing us to better control the clock, limit opponents' scoring, and create more opportunities for our offense to shine. And the impact isn't just about the stats. It's about the culture, the mentality. V, as a space eater and a relentless competitor, would send a message to the entire league that Detroit is serious about contending for championships, about building a defense that's as dominant as the one that led the Lions to a 7-5 record and playoff contention this season. It's about establishing a legacy, one of relentless trench warfare, where Detroit becomes known for its tough, physical style of play that opponents dread facing. Looking ahead to the Super Bowl LXI, the odds would shift significantly with V on our roster. Some betting platforms, like DraftKings, have already increased our chances from plus 1,200 to plus 700, reflecting the belief that this move could propel us into serious contention. Our chances of reaching the NFC title game would skyrocket, about 35% according to some models, and our overall playoff EPA per play would improve, making us a real dark horse. It's all about that next step, and V could be the piece that pushes us over the top. To sum it all up, this is more than just a rumor. It's a potential game changer for the Detroit Lions. Adding V to V would not only bolster our run defense and interior pressure, but also send a strong message about our intentions to dominate the NFC North and contend at the highest level. The Lions have been building this core with smart picks and solid coaching, but now with a move like this, we could take a giant leap forward. It's about rewriting the narrative, transforming our trenches into an unstoppable force and cementing our place among the league's elite for years to come. And now, Detroit Lions fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Detroit Lions. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Detroit Lions news. Let's keep that Lions pride going strong, and as always, let's roar into the future with confidence and passion.